It's begun. It's begun. There we go. It's begun. Hopefully all the volume and stuff is right. It feels weird to get back into this. Like, I swear, I did this not long ago. Well, I did, in a different aspect, on my cellular phone in a hotel, which went fairly well. I may do more of those. As long as I have a decent signal. But first, where is it? There it is. That intro needs very many updates. I have been to many more places in Maine now. Greetings. My name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. Celebrating Bourbon Heritage Month and this channel's Channelversary. 6 years. Which is weird. I don't believe I've ever had a job for that long. I can almost guarantee I have not. The two jobs I feel like I had the longest. Was it Barnes & Noble? And then the factory I worked at. That's it. Barnes & Noble was probably just over 2 years, because I remember 2 Christmases. And the factory was at least 4. 4 years, and then just let me go. What was the laid off, I believe was the term. It was great. I'm glad that place isn't there anymore, and I'm glad I'm doing this instead. Tonight's dram of choice, because we can have a dram now, is Four Roses Single Barrel. It's already in here. This is officially 1 tablespoon that's in there. That is half an ounce of whiskey. Have I had more than my 3 ounces this month? Yeah. Yeah, I have. Which I knew I would. Because there's one thing I wasn't going to try to figure out and stick with is traveling, seeing a bunch of people across the country, having drinks of one sort or another with them, that kind of stuff. All good. Definitely after next week. Sorry. Next weekend. Not this weekend. Next weekend. I'll be going back to a sensible amount. A set amount. Because of 2 things. One, the cross-country trip. All these people. Going to distilleries. You know, I went to 3 distilleries in total. Westward. I think it was called the Trailer. Sounds about right. And the Angel's Envy. So 3. And I went to 1 whiskey bar. At least what it seemed to be specifically a whiskey bar. Where? There we go. Trying to get the background music going. Don't know how loud that's going to be. Pretty loud. There, we'll keep that in the background. I don't know how loud it's going to be or how soft. But we're good. And apologies to everyone who showed up yesterday, like last night, because that wasn't supposed to happen. That was me being a professional at setting up live streams, and instead of picking the next day, like Friday, where I normally stream, it ended up saying it was going to be Thursday night, and that really screwed things up quite a bit, and I'm not happy about it. I'll not be happy about that for a while. We still have, besides this stream, we have Sunday. Then, my mind is going, do I want to try that? So next Wednesday, I will be on a flight going to Texas. John McKellen, hello. Thank you for showing up yesterday. I was just apologizing for that. Thank you, thank you. Rob Smith, hello. Wait. Oh, I have things to do. Is it? I don't know. Hold on. Oh. That's right, I changed something. There we go. That's for Kathy Huey. She was here first. John McKellen, that's yours. Rob Smith. There you go. Thank you, everyone, for being here to celebrate with me again. I have a tablespoon of Four Roses Single Barrel in my glass tonight, celebrating National Bourbon Heritage Month and the Channelversary. And I was just saying how I am going to reduce my alcohol intake severely after next weekend due to traveling across the country, meeting different people, having drinks with them. I don't know how much I've had officially, but I could probably say at least 6 beverages, at least, this month. Not counting this. This is a half ounce. At least 6. Whoa. Hello. That was loud. Which is tremendously more than I had intended. I intended 2 drinks a month. I've had at least 6. Ardmerican tasting. Ardmerican? Ardmerican. I'm jealous. How dare you? Was it good? Please, chat thing, please. Thank you. There's a bit of a delay between what I'm seeing over here and what I'm seeing here. I don't like that. I have my Ardmericans right there. Ardmerican. I also added, did I add something now? I did. I'm seeing it right there now. There's a black label there. I purchased that thinking I would share it with my friend over there, and, well, never opened it. Because I wanted to try some peated stuff, but that never happened. So I keep the bottle. It's very small. Yeah, and I would have bought a nip, or I don't know what they call it in other places, but to us it's those little one-shot drink things. But they didn't have any over there. They had the red label, and I was not about to do that to her at all. Where was the tasting? How did you come across that? Was it at that store? You know which store I'm talking about. I wish I could have said hello, by the way. But I literally cruised through Missouri so fast. It was a silly thing. It was getting to my friend's house, having dinner, sleeping, waking up, having breakfast, seeing his college, community college he was going to, and then leaving. Right after that. I had the same store, I knew it. That was a good store. Just could have gone back there, but... Oh, I haven't posted that yet. I need to do that now. Oh, I keep forgetting. God damn it. So, one of the things you're supposed to do... I have so many things I'm supposed to do, probably. But with Instagram... I'm on Instagram. If you're not following me there, you probably should. I do a lot of stuff over there. Unfortunately. It's just... I'm sorry I do. But I have a picture. I'll show you guys first. Picture of everything that I got on this haul. Focus. Come on. What? This works fine sometimes. There we go. Yeah. We have a Westward, 2 Evan Williams single barrels donated by Christy and Kathy. An Angel's Envy, which I purchased there, and it was a special one you can only get at the distillery. I'm not going to tell you more about that, but Patrick Greeny, you legend. Hello. Yeah, there it is.
Happy Channelversary, underscore KillCo, cheers.
That's the one my KillCo cheers. Thank you, Patrick. I hope you've enjoyed the random ass content I've been doing lately. Traveling across the country. Huh. That was a thing. And then I'm going to go to Texas next week. Why? Oh, why? Barely had time to rest. So there's Westward, Evan Williams, and thank you again. That's big. Like, that helped the goal tremendously, because I have barely streamed this week, this month. It hasn't moved at all. It's been cool. So I'm going to post this now before I forget. No, I'm not going to play The Doors. What? Remember when, like, stuff on the internet didn't suggest things for you automatically? I remember those days. Just going to title this The Haul. I forgot how to spell. Bought a bottle of the Mezcal cask. Ooh. A little extra smokiness to it, mayhap. Music is always so wild here. Okay. Never mind. I know how to spell. Alright, I'm just going to leave that there. I'm not going to post it right now because I have to put more words in there, and I swear I wish Instagram would be functional on the laptops and desktops, because it's so much easier to type. I want to type out a bunch of stuff. But no, it says nope, only on the app, only on your phone. Anyway, Westward bottle, which is up there now. So Westward, Angel's Envy, 2 Evan Williams single barrel, which I added up to the shelf, and then the Johnny Walker Black, which was, again, supposed to share it with a friend, and just never did. In fact, I knew I shouldn't have bought it to begin with, but I didn't listen to that part of my brain, and it was at least 30 bucks, probably more, truthfully. Oregon is a control state, I believe. I did see a Redbreast 27 down there, or over there, for a lot cheaper than I've ever seen it anywhere else. Grassy note, okay. All right, everyone, I think we've had enough time. Cheers. Thank you for being here. Thank you for celebrating with me. Officially celebrating. Again, I tried to do one while on the road. Didn't work well. Oh, I smell clean glass. That's annoying. Haven't had that happen in a very long time. What do you smell, Brian? Clean glass. Oof, wow. It sucks that I smell mostly alcohol now. The fumes. Of course, there's a little something there. It's annoying. I also did used a metal teaspoon for this. Definitely clinked on the glass, and I'm looking at it like, is there a crack? Is there a chip of any sort? Doesn't appear to be. Oh, I have to do a thing. Did I light that up? I did. Yeah. Couldn't remember. Gotta remember to click on everything, Brian. Volume. Oh, also, you may have noticed, the Online Scotch Whiskey Awards are coming up soon. I believe it's in a week. A week as of Saturday? Stomach, shut up. I already ate food, but it doesn't care. So keep in mind, voting will commence next month. I may or may not know what'll be on there already. I don't really know. I am part of a small group of Whiskey Tube people who just gets asked, like, if you were to say, which do you think? And then I only get 2 votes. 2 suggestions, really. Hmm. 50%, everyone. Oh, I feel a little better now. Four Roses is one of those places, again, going through Kentucky and not being able to stop where I want to stop. I know it's about 2 days away if I wanted to drive there, so that's something. But you want to drive 2 days to get to Kentucky? And I could visit my friend in Missouri again. Why not? I'm already over there. And visit Four Leaf over there in Ohio, if I wanted. Or like if she'd let me, really. I'm sure she would, but I'm having bad mental health times. I'm thinking everything negative right now. It's awesome. Repercussions of doing a big thing and celebrating that. Celebrate that accomplishment. How dare you? That's why I have my little friend here. You can see him. Doesn't have a name, but that is the bongo cat, and every time I click or type, that's me clicking on him. He goes meow meow. It's a silly little thing. And apparently other people can join in with that. I haven't figured that out yet, and you'd have to have an interest in that sort of thing, which I don't think many of you do. You'd have to have the program on your computer, and then I have to send you a link or something, and then you too could show up on my screen. It's exciting, isn't it? I've seen it done. I think it's neat. It's a cute little diversion. And of course, which again, I can't put my hand, wait, can I? There. Yes, I can. September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. I've been there. It's not fun to bring up. It's not fun to think about, but I've been there a couple times. Oh, look. 1,000. Boom. Oh, wow. Whoa. We got to put that on immediately. There we go. That's gorgeous. And that's it. That's the whole point of that. It clocks in 1,000, and then 30 minutes later, it'll be like, oh, 1,000 again. Here's another little thing you can use. It's all cosmetic. Doesn't cost anything. I feel like we've gotten so far away from where it used to be with whiskey. Like being able to at least tell a little bit about it. Notes. But I mostly focus on the burning sensation. Right there still. And as I said, I'm not feeling my best in my head. So I noticed earlier today that food doesn't really taste as good. Doesn't taste like much of anything. It'll pass. Eventually. But for now, I know this tastes good. It's one of my favorite whiskeys. It's very light. Like, it doesn't have a big dry finish or anything. Please let me know what's in your glass. Don't forget that. I don't want to drink by myself again. Yeah, it's the usual. It's like a light. I'm thinking of a cinnamon bun. So cinnamon pastry with a little bit of vanilla drizzle icing on it. Oh, yes. That's nice. It's one of my favorites. I wonder if drinking whiskey for adults is like a replacement for candy, which is bad. Too much candy is bad for you too. Too much alcohol is bad for you as well. So there's that. But certainly it's a treat. Treat I have not had in this manner ever since I got off back on the wagon. I don't know. Got off the wagon? Yeah. Get on the wagon, off the wagon. Yeah, Mama KillCo, hello. Mama KillCo loves cinnamon buns. Are you gonna make some now? Or are you gonna like pop open one of those things? Well, I know Dad would like those, but then they'd be at the house. Sugar and alcohol, yeah. Yeah. Mama KillCo and I have a sugar problem. It's like we like sweet things. So, I'm aware of it. And Pop KillCo's here too. Hello. There we go. Welcome to both of you. Thank you for joining us. I'm having 4 roses tonight. There's part of me that's like, you should have another one. I'm like, no, we're doing one. I've already broken all the rules this month. I hope my liver's not angry at me, but it certainly is going, whoa, hey, yo. we had stopped for a year, and then you want to bring it back immediately like this? Sweet things like all of you here. Very well done, Mother. Very well done. Well done indeed. Yes, you guys missed it, but Patrick Green did a flyby. $60. 6 years. I got it. I knew there was a reason behind that number. That is staying there good. I have to post something on the Instagram. I don't want to forget. Again. Because I was supposed to post that a few days ago. I don't like it when I get to the point where I have to do a rollback on everything I've done. So I have all these videos and places and posts and food pictures and all that I just didn't post. because I was on the road. I didn't like I was going the whole time, driving there, going all the time. I managed to post a few things when I was at the hotel because I had a moment to pause that wasn't being in my car, either driving or sleeping. Which I do like the fact that I can do that. That encourages some more exploration, but not anywhere near what I did this time. That'll be on the... Who knows if I'll ever do that again. I'd rather go overseas at this point. That's like the next big one at some point. Hopefully before I'm 50. We'll see. Where I could go visit Roy, visit Ireland. That'd be neat. That'd also be a lot of money I don't have, so... So once this channel hits 1,000, it's all uphill. I mean, it's all downhill. Which is the good one. I do know that's like the only one I really know in in Scotland or Ireland. There's Japan too. That'd be kind of cool. Big adventures in the future, maybe. But it'll be at least, 11 years of this channel being what it is. Because I don't intend to stop. That's the good thing. I can tell all of you that. I don't intend to stop. One of the sadder things about doing this thing... Downhill. Okay, good. Downhill. Downhill's good. One of the sadder things about doing whiskey tube stuff, and just general YouTube stuff, I think, is like seeing people like stop and fall off and just go back to their lives. And that was a big thing after 2020. So many channels kind of popped up and fizzled out for varying reasons. I'm thinking at least 4 or 5 that I was acquainted with. And of course the fact that I just stopped paying attention. Like I had to unsubscribe from a lot of whiskey channels in 2024 after I cut out the alcohol. I had to focus on other things. Or at least not be distracted. I think the only ones I stuck around for were like It's Bourbon Night and Roy Aquavitae. And again, remember, Online Scotch Whiskey Awards. The Oswa is coming up. Get ready to vote. I can't tell you what'll be on there because I don't remember. And what's sad is that I had to pass over a lot of things, like to contribute to interests, we'll say. I could only vote on a few of them because a lot of the whiskey that's on there I have not tried. And I'm not one to just try to pick one. Like if I've never tried the whiskey, I don't know if it's good. So I can't say it should be on the list. I believe that's a good thing. Music stuck in my head now. As for the next travel, because that's the only thing I'm thinking about right now, as I get ever closer to Wednesday, it's this is the thought process of, will I stream on Wednesday? Part of me wants to say yes, and it would be vertical, because I don't want to try to set up on hotel Wi-Fi again. That's such a gamble. Or at least it was where I was at last time. Maybe this time it won't be so bad, but we'll see. Yeah, but that'll be after a whole day of flying. And not too bad. The flight is the afternoon. I have little things going for me as I set it up in just such a way that, let me see. Hey. Ooh. Yeah. I'd be arriving in Austin at 7:40. If all went well. I'd be going to Baltimore, and then there'd be a layover? Maybe? Yeah, it'd be a bit of a layover. That blows. But maybe it's like an hour-ish for like boarding. It's like getting off the plane, getting on the plane. That would all be approximate. Like I could get a snack or some food maybe. Probably not sit-down food, but I could eat something. And then I'd be off, and that'd be nearly 8 o'clock by the time I get there. Maybe later. I always forget. Like, there's an hour difference. Which isn't much. But it really throws off my sense of when will I arrive. It's certainly not a 3-hour flight. Like 2-ish. Anyway. Not looking forward to that. Don't like being on planes. but oh well. Certainly not driving there. My car has done its time with long distance traveling. The other short-term things I may do are like New York. I might go to New York next spring just to see it. Not like New York City, like this, the actual state, the pretty part, not the little condensed bit of chaos that is that city. I got too close to it when I was leaving to go to Oregon, so that was enough. And I kind of got close to it driving back. And I wasn't even close. It just suddenly I hit a lot of traffic. Not like dead stop traffic, but a lot of cars on about 3 or 4 lanes. Sucked. Didn't like it. Did not like that at all. It was nighttime. Didn't help. Ooh, that's one thing I keep remembering is that I need to make sure I take my other glasses with me, and I need to have those checked. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do that on Monday. Okay. Maybe Monday, I don't know. Oh wait, there's no, that one closed, I think. The place I got my glasses from for my driving, which looks like they have fishbowl vision. So they're really bad. So are these. I don't like think about it, but there's a chunk of glass right there. You can kind of tell. It's a chunk right there. My eyeballs aren't great. Yeah, what happened with the other glasses is the lens popped out. So the left lens just popped out. Cape Cod in the autumn, that's a good one. I made it home, Phil. I did, hanging AZ. I did. I went through Arizona too. I thought of you. I was like, it's too hot here. It wasn't even that bad. It was cold, actually. I have to admit. I had quite the adventure. Terrified that I wouldn't be able to get to where I was going. Because it got dark, I was in oblivion. I want to try to tell you guys where it was. I looked it up so I could find out what the hell happened. Let me see. Timeline, there we go. The disturbing fact that I'm always being tracked by YouTube and Google. Or just Google, which is YouTube, which is terrifying. Let's see. It was the Monday. Yeah, there's there's one Irene's worked with. I might want to go there. Be like, yeah, I know Irene Tan. Give me free stuff. Oh, nice. Like in Vegas? Or I think you're in the Vegas area. I assume you are. There's nowhere else to be, really. There's nothing else there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, oh, fuck. Excuse me. No. Why did you do that? Thank you. So, even my map says something scary. Like it has, there's the road, so it implies that I went that way. There's also a straight line, meaning I basically had no signal that whole time, which was terrifying. I was driving through the area going, where am I? What's happening? There is what looks like, I don't think I was actually in it, but maybe. The Fremont-Winma National Forest. Hanging as I need input. You're in Phoenix. Okay, there is a place, isn't it? I don't know what's over there. And I'm trying to get a beat on what this area is. It'd probably help if I just told you. What am I thinking of? Okay, I was in Nevada. I was not in Arizona. My brain doesn't want to work. Did I go in Arizona at any point? I did not. You're close enough. It's fine. So yeah, I thought of you while I was in Nevada because it's close to Arizona. Yeah, that works. I know you're in the hellhole. That's what I know. Apparently in Oregon, I went through Fremont-Winma National Forest. And that took me on an adventure, which I never want to do again. Ever. Then I went to Sheldon National Wildlife Refuge. And this is basically just oblivion. Like, if you can imagine, like, nothing around for any distance in any direction. No houses, no lights, no nothing. Nobody. It getting dark. You're going through valleys and up hills. It was the wildest thing. I can only say it's 140. Four Corners area. Maybe. Because I was north of California. I didn't know that. Why do I notice that now? I was just a few miles north of California. And I was in Oregon, and then I got to Nevada. And in Nevada, Sheldon National Wildlife Refuge is just sort of emptiness forever. It was literally nothing was around. Nothing. This place called Andy's Place. I don't know what that is, but that's interesting to see there. Yeah, so going through Oregon must have been like the okay. It's basically 140. It just says 140, east to west. That is an interesting road, and I don't recommend going on it. I went near a station? Well, that's unfortunate. Jackson Mountain HP. I don't know what that is either. Needless to say, it was terrifying. And I'm very glad I got through the end of it. Started to see some more cars around. There was still like nothing around though. And I managed to find a Shell station after I got my signal back. Big important part, the signal came back. Otherwise, I don't know what I would have done. I wasn't like at empty, but it was getting pretty close. Disturbingly close. So I can check that off the note there. Had a terrifying little moment of travel where I didn't... All the little things. Low on gas, no signal, no one else around. Those three were the big ones. A Canada trip, I could, if they let me in. Which I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. But my friends and I, way back, we did a trip to Quebec. Hold please. I have to like go over. Yeah, it was Quebec. It's the one that's north of me, isn't it? That's not it. Montreal, sorry. Not a past whiskey, hello. Also, hold on, I missed a few things. Hang it easy. That's you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. Everyone is always greatly appreciated. I haven't been saying my things. Donner Pass Whiskey, there you go. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. As always, greatly appreciated. Again, reminder, Oswa Online Scotch Whiskey Awards are happening soon. Now you know. Be prepared. Canada let me in. Well, maybe they knew about you. Me, they show up with the mustache and they're like, whoa. So Montreal is where I could go as the closest Canadian big city. I wouldn't really like that. What I want to do, actually another one I forgot about, and I guess I could go into Canada too. I could go to Nova Scotia. Did you know I could go to Nova Scotia? I felt like that was somewhere much farther away, but there it is. There is a place in Maine, this very big area that's a lot of islands, which you wouldn't expect because you think Maine is one big thing. And then you get to, I'll just show you. This place has to have a name. Get out of here. Yeah, I don't know what to call this. But there's a part right near the top. Actually, not right near the top. On the eastern side, there's a huge area where there's all islands. Lots of them. All near the water. It's true. It might. You don't know. I'm pretty sure I have to live there, though. All those rules. No, Donner Pass Whiskey, I haven't. Which reminds me, I have to do a video. I didn't have the energy before. Really, I have a lot of things to do before I leave. I tend to forget. I have to make a video about whiskey that's down there behind the curtain here. The rock hard Chardonnay finish. So I'm gonna have that over ice. And I'm gonna have to do it. I don't know when I'm gonna feel better. at all. But, ugh, it's gonna be rough. Victoria Island is nice. Was that one in Maine? Or is that part of Canada? Nova Scotia. But Roy's stuff is right there. That was a moment of terror. I'm like, I know they're here. I was thinking of these Ardmurkins, but no, they're right there. Both unopened. And don't forget, I gotta move my head. I know all of you are subscribing and everything, but tell your friends. Glendala, 17 year, Mizunara finish. We're very close to 1,000. It's annoying. Been to Vinalhaven. Vinalhaven in Maine? I have? I don't remember that at all. Near Vancouver. Oh, that sounds exhausting. I do like the fact that I went to Washington. And if you didn't see, I don't know if I posted it to YouTube. I did. But if you missed the short, we have 7,524 miles total driving for this cross-country trip, and 23 different states. Total. It's quite a few. Ooh. That's much stiffer. Nope. Probably block that out. I can see myself doing it, but I don't know what age I was. Jimmy Leg. He's in Nova Scotia? I didn't know that. There are some Canadian people who also did whiskey stuff, but they also like fell off the radar ages ago. Whiskey tribe people. And they're gone. Oh, my nose is acting weird. You have to tell me what age I was, Mom, because there is a time frame of I don't remember anything, really. I have pictures. I remember driving through Yellowstone, taking pictures. I'm taking my phone, my camera, my roll-up camera thing, and I have pictures of that. Probably. That seems like a very Kevin thing. You just do that. I would probably be terrified of the height. Go west, young man, they said. Yeah, something like that. I didn't really have much of an option. Again, it's weird and wild that my friend is... I've known her for as long as I have, and that she's all the way on the other side of the country. Almost, you know... Let me check. Let's see. Because the temperature and the weather were similar. Yeah, she's almost directly west. Same basic, but she is in the mountains, and we are not. We're on the ocean. I don't know how high. One of the things I wanted to find out, and I don't know how to find it out, really. I don't know how to, is the elevation differences, like what the elevation was as I went along. Because I was certainly up higher at many times, and I swear, my ears would kind of pop in some places. Which didn't, I was like, don't you have to like go up and down really fast for that to be a thing? Granted, I was in a car, but I don't think I was moving that fast or going that high for that matter. So at some point I'll have to fiddle with that. What would tell me that? See, my app on my bicycle app, that tracks me. That tells me how high and low I go, but that's a very different feeling. Yeah, them. They're all up there. I don't know what happened. I haven't seen them at the ball or anything like that. And again, Canada. So it's not like they can just take the trip easy and just be in Texas for any time that they do that. But they dropped off the map too. I'm stuck with this, man. I got the mustache. I got the sommelier thing, which I did get an email about the next upcoming Somm level 3, but I don't think we can do that. As in, I just did the cross-country trip, and I'm going to Texas. There will be no money for a very long time. It'll be negative money for a very long time. Very long time. So I don't know when I'm going to get Psalm 3, but it's not going to be soon. It costs at least $2,000 to do it. The only good thing is it also covers staying on campus. The problem is I like to stay there longer than that. But I suppose for this instance, I would not. I would get there, take the class, go home. So the thing I'd be paying for, in all likelihood, is just the plane ticket. Like I'd get an Uber or something to drive me there. And I'd just stay there. I just wouldn't go anywhere else. Where else would I want to go though? Especially with their new alchemy. They have food trucks. The Wizard Tower would feed you the whole time you were there. Not breakfast, but they give you lunch and dinner. And you could just take some of that back. Maybe. You don't have your own fridge. That is a bummer. There's a communal fridge with all kinds of stuff in it. But, Mama KillCo, could it? I don't know if we've done that before. See, I'm still in the process of figuring out how to finagle taxes, and I haven't done that before, and Mama and Papa KillCo, I'd have to pay for that, which is unfortunate. But we're doing our best this time. I've got the mileage on the car. I can get the expenses. I just have to look at my credit card because I don't keep receipts or anything, and if I did keep them, I would lose them. So there's that. I think I might have a few. I do have like receipts I keep digitally. So if there was a digital option, I would do it. But granted, traveling across the country, I probably wouldn't. I know I wouldn't. Could be getting the funds up front, not in the game for a while. It sounds like a no. But I can start now. We got to raise $2,000, everyone, by, I think it was May. We can do it. We have other things spoken on. For one, October is actually Liver Awareness Month. Let me check. There's an easy way to check this. I just have to go to the monthly logos. I'm sensible enough to actually have a place where the monthly logos are. Where is it? October. Where are you? No, that's an old one. Yeah. October is Liver Awareness Month. And I have to try to get a video done before then because the one I did last year is old. I'm doing like rehashing the videos I did 3 years ago, and nothing like this is behind me. Things have upgraded a little bit. So I really need to start focusing on doing those. It's hard, especially with shorts. I can just do a short video on my phone saying the same thing rather than having to record, edit, upload. Although I know those will probably get more views. Actually, no, they wouldn't. Shorts would get more views. That's the problem. That's the real problem. Everything is shorts on YouTube now. Long form content works, and I'd still have to do more of it. Absolutely. But I've defaulted to live streams to get through the watch hours each month. And I know this month, well, we'll see. Again, I had to finagle shorts for the whole trip. Uploaded those a lot, but they were a very specific sort of thing. Like you have to be interested in the channel and interested in what I'm doing and where I'm going. Which not everyone on the internet is. It's strange, I know. But a few people are. I was very disappointed for whatever reason. Like YouTube hated my west to east video because I used a song in it that I didn't like, so I had to re-upload it, which was a pain with new music, and then it didn't get any views at all. YouTube just decided, no one's ever gonna see this. The joys of the internet and whiskey, not whiskey, and YouTube. YouTube doing weird stuff and me just kind of going, I don't know. I think I got it. Doing shorts has been a plus, but trying to navigate what shorts will do well when. That's an interesting thing. I know you're supposed to do shorts often, and I've been bad at that. Other than when I was doing cross-country stuff. Because I would just try to upload something almost every day. because I'd like people to know I was okay. It's just most of it. A lot of people know I was alive. Which one did the best? For some reason, Amber Waves of Grain did, which is I was just talking at a rest stop, although it was interesting. Then we have The Last Day on Mount Hood. That one did okay. Why? I don't know. There's no reason. What else? Granny's. For whatever reason, my little short about Granny's, the fast food burger place, has 1.7K views. Why? It's me being stupid. Granny's. That was the highlight of it. I just said Granny's a lot. Oh, the joys of the internet. Oh, Look was pretty popular. Oh, Look was when I was in the hotel. I was very pleased about my parking spot. 1 Year Without Whiskey got a lot of attention. But I thought about that one. I thought very hard about that one. Oh well. I'm never going to figure it out, so I'm not going to try too hard. I will hurt myself. Oh, really? What we got? Oh, that looks like one of those... I don't know what that is. I now need to know. We're going to go back to the rainbow, but... Is that one of those shower caps? Okay. Put that away. Well, Mama KillCo and me are going to figure it out, like what tax write-offs we have. I'm going to try, big try, to do a printout, or at least save the file for my cards, because a lot of stuff that was purchased with either food-related, whiskey-related, gas. Oh gosh, gas. Ooh. Ma, have you looked yet? Don't. Whatever it is, don't. I remind everyone that the price of gases across this country is insane. I still feel weird about it being like $2.50 or whatever it is right now, and me being happy about it, because over in Oregon it's $4.50 a gallon, which is bonkers. Sugar Kitty meow. Welcome. We have our little cat for you. This is for Sugar Kitty. This is why I did this. Son of a bitch. Right there. The bongo cat, Sugar Kitty. You should get one. And for those who didn't know, I met Sugar Kitty in person. Aren't I lucky? Aren't I lucky? Where is it? What was that? Oh. Just got bamboozled there for a moment. Trying to look at the maps again. I got very accustomed to looking at Google Maps. It was a little weird. Like, I would have to wake up every day and look at it and be like, where am I going now? Ew. There was something on here that I did not like. And the gas station I go to is right... Where is it? Hey, there's a Planet Fitness here. I didn't know that. Shows what I know. Let's see. $2.96 to regular gas nearby. However, $4.50 a gallon is bonkers, and I felt pretty awful. Pretty awful having to fill my tank with that. That was disgusting. Let me check the other gas station nearby. There's two. Well, I need to fill my gas tank soon. It's at half, so it's not like dangerous, but $3.20? What is happening? Our gas price is just going to go up forever now. Is that what we're dealing with? Oh, other things to worry about. I'm never going anywhere. And we still have gas that I have to use for the trip to Austin. I have to fill up whatever vehicle I get. Yeah, well, let me check. I can look at California. I'm still like grossed out that it's almost $3 here, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't when I left. You know, everything's going to hell. We all know that. I can't believe I got so close to California. That's so silly. I didn't even know it. Let's see. Where's Hollywood? I don't know where Hollywood is. It's near the water, I think. No. Hey, great. I don't know where Hollywood is. There's the Redwoods. I was very tempted to go see those, but that would have been... I had one, like, I can go off and see this thing. And it was either the Redwoods, which is a lot of trees, or something spectacular. Not to say the Redwoods aren't. Like Crater Lake. So I ended up going to Crater Lake. All right, let's do this then. I'm looking at my map trying to figure out where gas stations are in California. Wow, it actually showed me the whole country. That's interesting. All right, do we have a Shell station over there? Does that exist? It does. Oh. Well, Sugar Kitty, you were correct. Whew. Same gas station. Where is this? Gaberville, California, or whatever that is. No offense, Gaberville. I just don't know where you are. $5.40. That's diesel. Why are you showing me diesel? What's wrong with you? Show me what it actually is. Like, don't show me. Oh, no, that's much worse. $5.99 for regular. $6 a gallon? What is wrong with this country? What is happening? Why did everything just go to hell? I'm so glad I saw most of it and got like a good vibe of it. Like, people are generally nice. That's the main takeaway. But the other thing, which I haven't really thought about what I'm going to do with it, but I also think America's ill. And not for reasons you think, not for like the obvious in your face all the time stuff that's happening out there, which I was so happy to ignore. So happy to ignore. Or just like miss, just completely nothing. Everything, all these terrible things happened while I was away, and I was in the woods enjoying time with good company instead of being berated by that constantly. What was my point? Oh yeah, the America's sick. Because one big thing I saw and noticed, one, there's a lot of obesity in this country. And two, when I was traveling, it was obvious why. Because the pulse of the nation, the trucking industry, the here to there, the constant ever flow, the arteries of this country, you might say, are unwell. Because every truck stop, every gas station has soda fountains and aisles full of garbage, candy and garbage. And then it has the hot food section, which is garbage, which is stuff you probably shouldn't eat. And then they throw away because you didn't eat it. It's so bad. Like, when I started to see it constantly, I was like, this is bad. This is an unwell country. Like, what are we doing? Why are we okay with this kind of thing being our food when going anywhere? And I did try the hot dogs. They were not great. They weren't bad. They were just not great. That's why you go to Crater Lake, exactly. Listen here. Hey. For whatever reason, the scrolling isn't happening. There we go. Crater Lake is very worth it. California is supposed to be the worst in the country. It sure looks it. $6 a gallon. I thought $4.50 was bad. Well, and Crater Lake was amazing. But whether I'll make content about that, I don't know. But I feel like I'm almost obligated to, because it was blatant. It was so bad. Like, I couldn't not see it when I started to see it. When I started to see, like, you know, I think of a small soda, you know, small soda, 12 ounces, something like that, maybe 10. And then I start driving. The further west I got, the bigger the things came. It was like 32 ounces of soda. Caffeine and sugar and trash for your whole system. Garbage. You're making yourself unwell every time you eat it, that kind of thing. Especially if you eat it constantly. Which, again, the arteries of this country, the truck drivers and people who are traveling, and there's a lot of them, they eat that. Yeah, small gas station soda is 32 ounces. I would grab the smallest one, and I drank soda too. Why? Because I was traveling. I needed that extra caffeine boost. And I could either buy a 20-ounce soda, which I didn't want, or I could just drink 20 ounces of soda, or 16. I'm not sure what the small was, actually. I feel like it was probably 20. But once I started seeing it and being in it, Oh, it was bad. I took a picture. Let's see if I can show you. We got 5 minutes left. Thank you again, everyone who came here tonight to hang out with me. I will be back on Sunday. Whether I'll do a stream next Wednesday is mainly seeing how I feel and also if I remember. The big one being if I remember. If anything, I might post something on Instagram and be like, I'm not gonna. But don't. Picture. I wish I did it with more places. No. Ryan, no. No. At one point, I did take a picture. This is a vending machine. So these are the vending machines. Those aren't good. But it was this. Come on. Where's the happy place? I know it's around here. Come on. Why must you hate me? There we go. But like, that's the general theme. All of that is shit that you shouldn't eat. And yet while traveling the countryside, they're like, here's your 4 courses of food. 3 courses. What am I thinking of? 5-course meal? 4-course meal? I don't know what I'm saying. So yeah, that was a vending machine. And I could just go to regular 7-Eleven or any store nearby and be like, click, 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 click. This is the shit our nation runs on. This is the garbage that is being consumed by the people who do everything for this country. People who transport all the stuff. We have to spend many hours being alone, maybe talking on the radio. I don't know if that's a thing still. Yeah. 1 ounce of food, 8 ounces of air. Yeah. Either way, it's just... I mean, I knew the American diet wasn't great, but when you see it, like, what is presented, you know? There's barely any attempt at good food. There were some minor okays with some of the places. Like, there's a Quick Stop, I think it was called. That was like a mini... has it kind of like a grocery store section to it. So there was produce, is what I'm trying to say. But that was basically the only place I went around. I'm like, oh, this is okay. They still had the fountain drinks and the crap everywhere and the donuts and everything you can think of that you should not eat. That still existed, but it had produce. And I know one of my little happy things, what I bought more than once in the truck store was hard-boiled eggs. So you'd get 4 of them, already unpeeled and everything. That's still not great to eat in the morning. But since I wasn't going to make 2 eggs, it was good to have 2 hard-boiled eggs and eat them. Salt and pepper. That's all you need. And then I'd have yogurt, like a drinking yogurt. That was okay. I'd have coffee, which I would get from the travel stop for $3 or 2 something. And that's how I survived. Caffeine and hard-boiled eggs. No, I had other stuff. I made sandwiches along the way. That was pretty good. While on PA's big on made to order deli sandwiches. Not so bad. Yeah. I mean, deli sandwiches aren't great, but my nutritionist is like, it's better than eating nothing. So with my diet as it is, which I'm going to try to work on seriously, mainly due to what I saw while driving across this great country I live in. So great. It's a beautiful country, just as is. That's the important part. I got to see a lot of very pretty places and met a lot of nice people, thankfully. But there are other things I might bring up. We'll see. I don't think it's going to change anything. It's not gonna make anyone be like, what? This country's sick? We're eating poorly? We're obese? How did this happen? You know, this is stuff we already know, and I think we have like the blinds on for actually recognizing it. And I think this trip really just nailed it for me, as in like, look at how bad it is. Look at how this is the diet of the country. But anyway, it's 8 o'clock. Time for us to wind down. Thank you again for joining me. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you. Ooh, which button is it? Out there. Can't spend that long, huh? Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.